Hey, what's going on, guys?
Not much.
Unfortunately.
The number one division winners, the Green Bay Packers for the NFC North.
Do I have to?
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless you want me to do it.
So they went 13-3, first place. They had the first offense and the 13th defense.
Oh,
So
lovely.
top 15 in defense and number one ranked offense, which is weird. You'd think they would have went farther in the playoffs with a unit like that.
Yeah, that's what happened to me, meet Brady.
Right.
So they lost Jamal Williams. He was kind of the 1-2 punch with Aaron Jones,
They lost Tavon Austin,
Rick
at wide
Wagner,
receiver.
Yeah,
Corey Lindsey.
their offensive line took a hit.
Mm-hmm.
Christian Kirksey, linebacker, they lost him.
And safety Will Redmond.
And as far as their acquisitions,
They
they
re-signed
didn't really
Aaron
get
Jones.
anybody else.
They re-signed their own three of their own players.
They were the
So-
most quiet.
Aaron Jones, Mercedes Lewis tight end, and then you had Kevin King. Now the Aaron Jones one, I don't know, because a lot of times these running backs get paid. After they get paid, they're not worth.
No.
They're not really that great. I think a lot of
I
it
agree.
too. I think there were rumors going around they didn't spend a lot of money because they were trying to restructure with Rodgers,
Yep.
and then they're trying to save cap for next year because Devontae Adams is a free agent.
You know, and there's a lot of rumors that Rodgers might not want to be there anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard a lot of trade rumors.
I mean, he could go
Never
anywhere
know.
and be a starter.
I mean, they did.
Oh,
they,
yeah.
they,
Oh, yeah.
they did draft Jordan Love
Mm-hmm.
last year for a reason. Now, if you look at it from their perspective, how long do you let Rodgers go on? Because
Right.
eventually you're going to have to see what Jordan Love can do, and if you wait too long, then you're going to have to pay him right away, and you're going to waste those.
Because Love was a first round
Those
pick, so
rookie
he's got a
years.
5-year contract, so 4 with the player off or with the team
Right,
option.
yeah. So, like you said, you're going to
I
want to
could
see what he can do.
I can see going. He'll sit the bench this year, and then I think next year you give him. I would say give him the keys,
I'm going to call this
kind of like what happened with Rodgers and Favre.
I think this is Rodgers' last season with the Packers.
Yep. Kind of like the Rodgers and Favre.
I think this is it. You know,
and let Jordan Love see what he can do.
yeah, I think you see how far you can get this season with Rodgers,
Mm-hmm.
and then see what you can get for him after that.
So as far as their team needs go,
Receiver.
they need wide receiver,
That's every year.
Yeah, offensive tackle, defensive back, linebacker, and interior defensive line.
I think they need to take a receiver.
But yeah,
They have a lot
the
of
receiver
promise with the
is
guy.
their.
Well, they got Valdez.
They
Scantling.
picked Jordan Love, and like you said, why? They needed to pick a receiver last year. Is this the year that they're going to take a receiver?
I mean, the receivers.
The only problem is they're picking 29th.
the receivers they had
So-
didn't play that bad. I mean,
Right.
Adams had a great year.
But Rodgers is just so accurate, though. So is he making those receivers better?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, we won't know
But-
until there might be a time where he's gone.
They have quite a bit of draft capital. They have a first rounder picking 29th, a second rounder, a third, 2 fourths, 2 fifths, 2 sixths, and a 7th. So right there you got 2 4, 2 5s, and 2 6s. So
One
you
of
got
the-
some capital right there near the end.
If I was a team like that, I mean, you were 13-3 last year, I would package a lot of those picks
To try to get
and try to get some elite type players. You know
Right.
what I
To
mean?
me, I think they need to work on the run defense.
Yeah.
That's one of the big things for me. I think they need a lineman, they need linebackers. I mean, they obviously have, Zadarius Smith.
Mhm.
Oh, no, they're good.
Steve Twist,
He's just trying to be fair to the team.
I know.
but I don't know. They need run defense. That's the big key.
Yeah, I can see that.
I agree with that
I
as well.
think they got to get him some weapons, though.
And
I mean, Rodgers makes everybody look good.
yeah, he does.
But they need They need somebody opposite, really, a number one option other than Adams.
I totally agree with that.
But I don't know who they're going to get that far down the draft.
That's what I was saying. Like, they're picking 29. Like you said, unless if they can pack for some of these picks,
Yeah.
maybe even throw that first rounder in there as well to get higher.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know if the teams would go for that.
I see them,
I don't
and we talked about that. They'll probably win the division again.
I can see
Yeah.
that.
I'm gonna say they do regress a little bit
I
from
think so,
13
too.
and 3. I'm
I'd
gonna
say
give them
12 and
11 and
4.
I'm gonna give them 11 and 5.
I think they'll go 1-1 with the Vikings.
Mm-hmm.
They'll probably beat the Lions both times.
Yeah, and the Bears probably.
Bears
You never
always seem
know
like
about
they
the
pull
Bears.
one out all the time.
Yeah.
I'm going to give them 11-5, but still, I think that's going to be enough to win
The
NFC
division.
North. So
See what happens.
yeah, that's all we have for you.
Stay tuned for next
Stay
week,
tuned.
guys.
Next week we'll be recording the East.
To all the Packers fans, Skol.
Yeah.
See you guys later.
See you later.